We ended up accidentally with one of the top private schools in our area, 680 students from 3rd grade through 12th. I wouldn't suggest doing that for your first school. That could have had disaster written all over it. But the reality is, anybody who's a photographer probably knows somebody who either has a student, a child at a school, or teaches at a school, or is an administrator at a school, or is a principal at a school. And I would say, as you might imagine, that it helps to start small.
Talk to people that have kids. Everybody has friends that have kids. Ask them to see their photos. Let me see your kids' school photos. Ask them if they're happy with them. Do you like the quality of them? Do you like the prices of them? Things like that. You can get a feel from your community and your friends whether certain schools are going to need you a lot more than others. And those of you low-hanging fruit, you can go to talk to them first.
Sometimes PTA is involved with the selection process of the photographer, so sometimes you have to do a presentation to a PTA versus just a principal and the staff. So that's a whole different animal, but you have to be prepared because some schools, the PTA is the entity that selects the photographer.
If you just talk to enough people, and I don't mean hundreds, I mean 5s or 10s even, there is a school, I promise you, where it was such a disaster that the principal would have trained dogs take the pictures rather than who they had last time. And if you just show up and you show your work and show what you're capable of and explain how you would handle the photo day, they'll give you a chance. And then once you have one school, it's way easier to then get the next ones.
The first school you do well is going to be the best advertisement for you. Principals all meet together for a district. They all know each other. If a principal says, hey, I've got a great photographer, did a good job for me, took care of my parents, that principal is probably going to call you. As long as you're doing the good work and you can keep the personal relationship done, I think that's probably the reason I'm still in business.